how inspired I am to be here tonight, because it's so great to actually see students up here showing that sustainable fashion is possible. It's not just a dream, like we can actually make it happen. And I hope that tonight we can all take away something that we can act on today. And that's kind of what I want to talk about. Something that we can all get an idea from today. I want you to all take an idea away actually tonight and go home and do something. First, I'm going to tell you a bit more about myself. So I am a student here at HKU on exchange from London. I've also kind of balanced being a student and entrepreneur at the same time, a social entrepreneur a couple of years ago. Now I've kind of realised my passion does lie within sustainable fashion, and there's so many challenges but at the same time opportunities here. And I think it's really important as students we in particular become aware of them. Anyway, enough about me, I'm going to talk about you. Because I want to know what you thought when you saw tonight that there was a sustainable fashion show happening. What went through your mind when you saw the word sustainable and fashion together? Because when I first saw it, I thought it wouldn't really match. How can you make fashion sustainable? And obviously sustainable is such a boring word, whereas fashion is so much fun. So how do they fit? I'm going to tell you what I think sustainable means and why I first came to be interested in sustainable fashion. As you know, we all eat food all the time, and when I came to China, I was very impressed at how there is such a culture around food. We all care about what we eat. When we go to the shop and buy an apple, for example, you have a look at the apple, you might think about where it came from, you might read the label. We all know apples grow on trees, for example. So when you go into a shop like H&M and you see a top on the hanger, why do we not even question how it got on that hanger? You know, who made it, as Christina was saying? Why is it on that hanger? You know, who designed it? And what materials gone into making it? Which really made me think. So I went on the internet and I tried to research where did this top come from? And the amount of information you can find, it's shocking how little there is, which is what I want to change. I want to really bring back power to consumers, and I think we're actually being cheated in a way, spending money on clothing which we have no idea where it came from. I would say in particular that us guys here tonight are very important, because we're the main generation who is buying into this fast fashion in the first place. We're all going into H&M and Zara and buying it, and they're targeting us, which is why I think for the years to come we are the generation who's going to be able to change perceptions. We've actually got to be ready to accept that this change is happening, which is why I think it's such a good time to get involved, especially in Hong Kong, because coming from England, I was intrigued to come here and see what the opinions were from people who were working right next to the factories. The factories aren't far away from us right now, and for that reason I think we're even more exposed than the rest of the world. So now I've explained why I think this is really important, I want to explain how we can implement this issue in our lives. Just some practical advice, I guess, from my own experience, because as a student I know it all seems quite daunting. Like, how do we start actually being more sustainably fashionable? One thing I'd say is restyling. So one thing I want everyone to do when they go back home tonight is to look in your wardrobe and go right to the back of the wardrobe. We all know we have stuff lurking in there that shouldn't be there, or stuff that we haven't thought about in years. So get something out from the back. Maybe you've got an old scarf in there that you can restyle with the dress you just bought. You'll save yourself some money on buying a new scarf, and at the same time restyle something and reuse it. Which actually may seem a bit weird at first, but if you look at the pattern of where fashion has been over the past years, it's all about restyling. All the big designers go onto the streets, they look at what people are wearing, and they just restyle it. So, in fact, we can all just become a bit more creative and become like our own designers. And I think that'll just make the streets a lot more fun. Another thing that we should do is kind of just slow down. Because I know when we go into a shop, you kind of feel a lot of pressure to go and buy something straight away. It'll be like mega sale that ends in 0.2 seconds, you've got to buy now. So I think that actually, when you go into a shop and you see a dress you like, why not think about it? You don't have to buy it then. Go home, see what you can wear it with. If you think you're going to be wearing this dress for the next years to come, then you should buy it. But if not, there's other things that you could like, wait and see if you find something else. Also, I think a good thing that I want to try and make happen in HKU is, as a student, we're such a good community here that we all live necessarily quite near each other and we all share similar tastes in clothing. When you're an adult, you're not going to be living next to a girl who's also interested in the same shops as you. So, swapping clothes is something that could actually work here. I'm going to propose a Facebook sign-up to anyone that's interested in a clothing swap event, maybe in the next couple of months or something, and let's see if we can make it work. But if you are interested in reading more, I'm also going to be posting some Facebook links on the RC Tango page about where you can find out more, books you can read, and of course you should definitely be visiting the Redress website. They've got so many education stuff on there, sustainable shopping guides, and if any of you are on Instagram, you should get retweeting or hashtagging Get Redress. If you're caught in a sustainable outfit, there's actually some prizes up for grabs, so check them out. But yeah, basically, I'd like to say that the main point of tonight is to start doing something. And that is the scariest step, because there's so many issues out there. How do we even begin? But I've tried to give you some examples tonight of stuff that you can do when you get home, and I'll be interested to see how it turns out, and also the rest of the show. Thank you.